Colorado. For the past decade, it has been more than just a state. It has been an aspiration, the American dream, repackaged with a mountain view. It was the promise of 300 days of sunshine, of a healthy outdoor lifestyle, and of a booming economy. A place where you could ski in the morning and sit on a sunny patio in the afternoon. A great migration began as people from across the country, tired of the coasts and the concrete jungles, packed their bags and headed for the high plains, seeking a better quality of life. But paradise is never free, and the Colorado that exists in the brochures and on Instagram is only half the story. The explosive growth that made the state so prosperous has come with a hidden and often punishing price tag. The dream that was sold has been complicated by a reality of crushing costs, strained infrastructure, and environmental risks that are rarely mentioned in the relocation guides. Today, we are looking past the postcard views and the top 10 places to live lists. We are investigating the uncomfortable truths lurking beneath the surface of some of the state's most desirable suburbs. This isn't a list of bad places to live. It's a cautionary guide for anyone dreaming of a life at 5,280 feet. These are the 10 Colorado suburbs with hidden problems you need to know about before you buy. The growing pains of paradise, Colorado's core crises. Before we get to our specific suburbs, we have to understand the three statewide crises that are impacting almost every single community along the Front Range. First, the hyper-affordability crisis. The secret got out. The massive influx of new residents, many with high-paying remote jobs, created one of the most competitive and brutal real estate markets in the country. A modest starter home that was $250,000 in 2012 shot past $600,000 by 2022. While prices have cooled slightly, the damage is done. The cost of entry has become an insurmountable barrier for a huge portion of the population, including the essential workers who keep the state running. Second, the water emergency. Colorado is a high desert. The beautiful green lawns and lush parks you see are an illusion sustained by a complex and now failing water system. The Colorado River, which supplies water to 40 million people in the Southwest, is in a state of historic crisis, and Colorado is legally obligated to let a huge portion of that water flow downstream. Cities and suburbs are now being forced to confront a terrifying reality. They have promised more water than they have. This is leading to strict watering restrictions, soaring water bills, and a halt on new development in some areas. Finally, the infrastructure collapse. The state's population grew far faster than its ability to build roads. The result is a traffic nightmare of epic proportions. I-25, the main north-south artery, is a parking lot for hours every day. I-70, the only major highway into the mountains, is a soul-crushing gridlock every weekend, turning a one-hour drive into a four-hour ordeal. This constant congestion erodes the very quality of life that people moved here to find. Number 10. Castle Rock, Yachash, Parker, Douglas County. We begin our countdown south of Denver in the sprawling and massively popular suburbs of Douglas County, like Castle Rock and Parker. On the surface, they are the suburban ideal. They offer new spacious homes, highly rated schools, and a safe, family-friendly environment. They were the answer for families fleeing the high prices and cramped spaces closer to Denver. But here is the first hidden problem: the sea of beige and the loss of identity. The explosive growth here led to the creation of vast, homogeneous, master-planned communities where every home looks nearly identical. While they are clean and safe, they can feel sterile and lacking in the unique character and charm that defines older, more established towns. The second, more practical problem is the commute. If you work in downtown Denver, you are signing up for one of the most brutal commutes in the state. You will spend a significant portion of your life staring at the taillights in front of you on I-25. And then there's the water. Douglas County is one of the regions most heavily reliant on non-renewable groundwater, and they are in a desperate and incredibly expensive race to secure a sustainable long-term water source. This cost will inevitably be passed on to residents in the form of higher water bills for decades to come. Number 9. Commerce City. At number 9, we find a suburb that has long been known for its affordability, a key draw for working-class families and first-time homebuyers: Commerce City. It's one of the few places in the Denver metro where you can still find a relatively affordable home with a yard. But that affordability comes with a significant and often invisible cost. Air quality. Commerce City is home to the Suncor oil refinery, a massive industrial complex that is a known and frequent source of air pollution. For decades, residents have complained of strange odors and have worried about the long-term health effects of living so close to an industrial polluter. News reports have documented numerous incidents of the refinery releasing pollutants into the air, leading to shelter-in-place advisories for nearby schools and neighborhoods. While the city is growing and new developments are being built, the presence of the refinery remains a permanent and unsettling reality. It's a classic case of environmental injustice, where the most affordable land is often the most environmentally compromised. Before buying in Commerce City, you have to ask yourself a serious question. Is the lower price tag worth the potential risk to your family's health? Number 8, Superior/Louisville. Our 8th entry takes us to two of the most desirable suburbs in the entire state, nestled between Denver and Boulder, Superior and Louisville. These towns consistently top best places to live lists for their excellent schools, beautiful parks, and incredible access to open space. But on December 30th, 2021, the hidden problem that haunts every community in the Front Range became a devastating reality. The Marshall Fire, fueled by hurricane-force winds and an unprecedented drought, a small grass fire exploded into an urban firestorm, destroying over 1,000 homes in a matter of hours. It was a terrifying demonstration of the reality of the wildland-urban interface, or WUI, where our suburban developments push right up against flammable grasslands. The fire revealed the terrifying truth. Your beautiful home, with its view of the open space, is on the front line of climate change. The risk of wildfire is no longer a distant threat for mountain cabins. It is an existential threat to suburban neighborhoods. In the wake of the fire, homeowners have faced a second disaster, an insurance nightmare. Many have found they were tragically underinsured, and insurance premiums for the entire area have skyrocketed as companies reassess the now undeniable risk. Living in these beautiful suburbs now comes with a new, constant, and low-level anxiety that the winds could shift and everything could be gone in an instant. The Metro District Trap, your secret second mortgage. Now we need to talk about one of the most insidious and poorly understood hidden problems in Colorado real estate, something that can double your property tax bill without you even realizing it until it's too late: the Metropolitan District. Here's how it works. When a developer builds a massive new subdivision, they need to pay for the infrastructure, the roads, the sewers, the parks, the streetlights. Instead of paying for this themselves or having the city pay for it, they are allowed to create a special quasi-governmental entity called a Metro District. This district then issues decades of debt in the form of bonds to finance the construction. And who pays back that debt with interest? You do, the homeowner. This debt is paid back through an additional property tax that is levied on top of your normal city and county taxes. This can easily double your annual property tax bill. A home that you thought would have a $4,000 tax bill might suddenly have an $8,000 tax bill, and this extra payment can last for 20 or 30 years. These districts are often governed by a board controlled by the developer, and they can lack transparency and public oversight. They are rampant in the sprawling suburbs of Douglas County, Adams County, and Weld County. It is a financial trap that has caught thousands of home buyers by surprise, a secret second mortgage that can turn an affordable new home into a long-term financial burden. It is absolutely critical to understand the Metro District taxes on any new home you consider in Colorado. Number 7, Golden. At number 7, we visit the iconic town that is literally the gateway to the Rockies, Golden. Nestled in a stunning valley at the foot of the mountains, with Clear Creek running through its historic downtown, Golden is the embodiment of the Colorado dream. It's a real historic Western town with a world-class engineering school and, of course, the Coors Brewery. But Golden is a victim of its own incredible popularity. The hidden problem here is that the town is being loved to death. On any given weekend, The small, charming downtown is overrun with tourists and visitors from the Denver metro area. The traffic can be a complete gridlock, not just on the highways, but on the small local streets. The beautiful hiking trails in the surrounding foothills, like those on North and South Table Mountain, are often packed to the gills. For residents, this means that the very amenities they move there to enjoy are often inaccessible. Simply going to the grocery store on a Saturday can be an ordeal, and the housing market reflects this intense demand. The median home price in Golden is astronomical. Its location and highly educated workforce. But today, Broomfield is no longer a strategic choice. It is a strategic choke point. It is the commuter crossroads of the Front Range, and it suffers from the traffic of both Denver and Boulder simultaneously. The Boulder Turnpike, US 36, is a sea of brake lights during rush hour, and the surrounding arterial roads are perpetually clogged. This proximity to the hyper-expensive Boulder market has also had a devastating effect on Broomfield's affordability. Home prices in Broomfield are significantly higher than in other suburbs of its distance from Denver, as it's pulled into Boulder's powerful and unforgiving real estate orbit. The result is that you are often paying a Boulder premium for a home without actually getting the unique cultural amenities and direct mountain access of living in Boulder itself. Furthermore, much of Broomfield is defined by large, corporate campuses and master-planned communities like the Interlochen Business Park. This can give large parts of the city a transient, corporate feel, lacking the deep-rooted, organic community character found in other towns. It's a place many people live because it's convenient for their job, not because it has a soul of its own. It is a suburb caught in the crossfire, squeezed by the traffic, the prices, and the cultural gravity of its two much larger neighbors. Number 3. Aurora. At number 3, we have Colorado's third largest city, a sprawling and incredibly diverse suburb that defies easy categorization. Aurora. For many, Aurora's primary appeal is its relative affordability. It is one of the few places in the metro area where middle-class families and new arrivals can still find a wide range of housing options, from starter condos to single-family homes, at a price point significantly lower than in Denver or the western suburbs. But this affordability comes with a profound hidden problem. Aurora is not one city, it is a dozen different cities masquerading as one, and your experience can vary dramatically and dangerously from one zip code to the next. The city is so vast that it spans 3 different counties: Arapahoe, Adams, and Douglas. The southern parts of Aurora, near the massive Southlands Mall, feature new, affluent, and highly rated school districts and feel almost indistinguishable from the wealthy suburbs of Centennial or Parker. However, other parts of the city, particularly in the north and along the Colfax corridor, have struggled for decades with higher crime rates, underfunded schools, and a lack of investment. The name Aurora itself carries a stigma for many longtime Colorado residents, a reputation that, fairly or unfairly, is tied to crime. While the city is working hard to combat this, the statistics in certain neighborhoods are undeniable. This creates a trap for unsuspecting newcomers. You might see an affordable home listed in Aurora online, but without extreme diligence and a deep understanding of the city's micro-neighborhoods, you could unknowingly buy into an area with significant social and safety challenges. Aurora's hidden problem is its own vast and inconsistent identity, a roll of the dice that many buyers are not prepared for. Number 2. Highlands Ranch. Our runner-up is one of the most famous and successful master-planned communities in the entire country, a place that is, for many, the very definition of modern American suburbia. Highlands Ranch. Developed in the 1980s and 90s, it was designed from the ground up to be the perfect family community. And by many metrics, it is. The schools are among the best in the state. It is incredibly safe. It has 4 state-of-the-art recreation centers, miles of trails, and perfectly maintained public spaces. But for all its perfection, Highlands Ranch is haunted by a profound hidden problem, a complete and total lack of soul. There is no there. It has no historic downtown, no organic Main Street, no quirky local character. It is a vast 22,000-acre expanse of meticulously planned subdivisions, strip malls, and corporate office parks. The entire community is governed by the Highlands Ranch Community Association, a powerful HOA that enforces a strict set of rules governing everything from the color you can paint your house to where you can park your car. This creates a life of undeniable comfort and predictability, but for many it can also feel stifling and sterile. But the more concrete hidden problem, as we discussed earlier, is financial. Highlands Ranch is a poster child for the Metro District trap. Nearly every homeowner here pays a significant additional property tax to the Centennial Water and Sanitation District and other metro districts to pay for the community's infrastructure. This can add thousands of dollars to the annual cost of owning a home, a hidden tax that is often not fully understood by buyers until after they've signed on the dotted line. Highlands Ranch is the ultimate trade-off. A life. A perfect, safe, and clean suburban order at the cost of both your money and a genuine sense of place. Number 1. Boulder, and our number 1 Colorado suburb with a hidden problem, is the one that started it all. The crown jewel. The place that, for decades, has been the global icon of the Colorado lifestyle. Boulder. It is, without question, one of the most beautiful towns in America. Nestled directly against the foothills of the Rockies, it offers unparalleled access to world-class hiking, biking, and climbing. It has a vibrant intellectual energy fueled by the university, a legendary food scene, and the famously quirky Pearl Street Mall. For many people, Boulder is the dream, and that is its hidden problem. It is a dream that is almost entirely unattainable. Boulder is not a suburb with an affordability problem. It is a post-affordability city. It is a gilded cage, a beautiful museum piece that is now, for all intents and purposes, closed to the middle class. The median home price in Boulder is not $500,000, $600,000, or $700,000. It is well over $1 million. Even a small, outdated condo can fetch $750,000. This has created a community of extreme wealth, a bubble that is almost completely disconnected from the economic reality of the rest of the state. The very people who give the city its progressive, bohemian vibe, the artists, the graduate students, the baristas, the ski bums, can no longer afford to live there. They are forced to commute from less expensive, less desirable towns, creating a service class that can only visit the city they support. This has led to what some call a hollowing out of Boulder's soul, replacing its quirky, countercultural spirit with the quiet, sterile atmosphere of extreme wealth. The ultimate hidden problem of Boulder is that its success has destroyed the very dream it once represented. It is a paradise that has pulled up the drawbridge, leaving the rest of us to look on from the outside, wondering what it must be like to live in a place that has become, for all intents and purposes, a beautiful, exclusive, and very, very expensive private club. Colorado is, and will remain, one of the most beautiful places in the world. The mountains still stand, the sun still shines, and the spirit of adventure is still very much alive. But the dream of an easy, affordable, and accessible life here has been complicated by the realities of its own success. The story of these 10 suburbs is not a condemnation, it is a reality check. It is a reminder that behind every postcard view, there are complex challenges. The cost of entry is no longer just the price of the house, but the price of traffic, the price of water, the risk of fire, and the burden of hidden taxes. The Colorado dream is not dead, but it is no longer simple. It requires more research, more resources, and a more realistic understanding of the trade-offs than ever before. It's a dream that now comes with a lot of very important fine print. Do you live in one of these Colorado suburbs? What has your experience been? What hidden problems did we miss? Let us know your story in the comments below. If you found this investigation helpful, please like this video, subscribe for more in-depth looks at the realities of living in America's most desirable places, and share it with someone you know who is dreaming of a move. Because the first step to finding your paradise